Hi, and welcome to Limited Experience, where we learn how to get better at Limited by talking through all the mistakes I'm making. My name is Jumbo Cactar X27, and today we're opening pack 3 of 6 for our first deck. Let's get started. Now, I opened from the middle the last 2 times, and I've been betrayed with that, but from that trust twice now with some dud packs, but it can't possibly happen again, right? So we're taking the middle pack again, and we're gonna get that middle pack luck this time. I just know it. All right, let's see what we got here. An ooze, definitely a good omen. Nothing bad can happen here now. We've got this ooze here. Maybe we'll get another slime against humanity that we can use this ooze token with. That would be nice. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Non-foil forest, full art land. Okay. A list card. Unfortunately, it's from Dominaria United, wait, no, this isn't DMU. This is Dom. This is Dominaria Remastered. Okay. Well, goblin spells I cast are one less, and they have haste. So that's good if I get a lot of goblins. I don't think there's a lot of goblins in this set, and the double red pips mean that I'd probably want to play this in a 1 or 2 color deck at most, I think. So maybe not the best thing for this deck, but we'll see. We'll see. Benthic Criminologists, that's in foil there, you can see. I think it's a little hard to see on the video because it's that weird foil reflection. To be honest, I don't really like foil cards that much because it can just be so hard to see what the art is sometimes, and I'd rather just see the art myself. But okay, it's a 4/5 for 5. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, I can sacrifice an artifact if I do draw a card. We had that card last time. There it is, the Fugitive Courier, or Furtive Courier, excuse me, that also wants the sacrificing artifact thing. So we're starting to see a reasonably good theme here of our blue cards wanting us to sack artifacts. And if we can make enough clue tokens, then we can certainly satisfy those payoffs. So let's set this aside here. Izoni, center of the web. A 5/4 menace creature. When it enters or blocks, enters or attacks, I can collect evidence 4. That's exiling up 4 or more CMC worth of cards from my graveyard. And if I do, I create 2/1 black and green spider creature tokens with menace and reach, which that's not bad. You know, having menace, having reach, those are really good things in limited, even more so than in constructed, where you might be able to run more of the stronger cards. And then it lets you sacrifice some tokens to surveil and draw cards and gain 2 life, which is not bad, but for 6 CMC, that seems pretty expensive. And I don't know if this really wins you the game on its own, because you gotta attack or enter the battlefield, and then you also have to exile things from your graveyard, and you're only going to be able to do that so often unless you are actively milling. I don't know. This seems like a card that wants to be a bomb, but I don't think it actually ever works out that way. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Sumala Sentry for green and a white. A 1/3 with reach. This is a good blocker right away. I like it. Whenever a face down permanent you control is turned face up, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and a +1/+1 counter on Sumala Sentry. This seems great. This is a great card if we have a strong Selesnya presence in our our pulls, then we can absolutely run this guy. Like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to set Izoni off to the side here. That's how little I think of Izoni. And frankly, I don't think the Goblin War Chief's going to work out either. So let's just do that. Burden of Proof here. 1 in a blue. Flash enchantment aura. Enchants a creature. The enchanted creature gets +2/+2 as long as it's a detective you control. So if I have a lot of detectives, then Burden of Proof might be a good card to run here. But if it's not a detective, then it gets base power and toughness +1/1, and it can't block detectives. So okay, so if I have a lot of detectives in my pool to choose from, this could be a really good card. It's kind of soft removal. It doesn't remove anything. It just kind of powers it down, and it really makes all of my detectives better, assuming I have detectives. I don't know how many detectives. We got this Jaded Analyst earlier. Human detective, elephant detective, elf detective. Okay, maybe we have a fair number of detectives, maybe more than I expected. So this is a possibility. This is a possibility. Let's just set you down over there. A gleaming gear drake in the showcase frame here. I'm not a big fan of the showcase frame in this set, but I do like the art on this card here. That's a cool artifact dragon thing. Okay, so it's a blue and a red for a 1/1 with flying. Evasion is good, and I kind of wish it had a better body. What else does it do here? When it enters, then we can investigate. And whenever we sacrifice an artifact, we get to put a +1/+1 counter on it. I don't know if it's good, but I'm starting to feel like whenever you sacrifice an artifact, stuff seems to be something we could actually pull off. We could do it. We could try it. Whether or not it's effective, I don't know. A rubble belt braggart. Whenever it attacks, if it's not suspected, I may suspect it. And it's a 5/5 for 5. All right. That's not bad. So I can just optionally give things menace? Not give things menace, give this guy menace. Okay. That seems reasonable. That seems good. Yeah. I like this. I like this just fine. This would be at the top end of a red creature deck that I'd play it in. I don't know how. I don't know how well it meshes with our previous red pools, but we'll see at the end. We'll see at the end here. Crime Stopper Fairy, another detective. You can also collect evidence 6 when you cast it. It is a 2/2 for 3 with flying, and when it enters, you get to tap something down. This is fine. This is fine. Loxodon Eavesdropper again. We've seen this card recently in past videos. Elephant Detective lets you make a clue token when it enters the battlefield, and when you draw more than one card each turn, it gets stronger. Totally fine. Red Herring. Haha! Although, now that I'm looking at it, I do kind of like this little mechanical fish art. It's got haste. It's a 2/2. Costs 1 in a red, and it's permanently goaded. It attacks every combat if it can. And you can sacrifice it. You can use it as a clue, because it's a clue fish, because it's a red herring. Very good. Okay. So that actually plays into our other cards that want us to sacrifice artifacts. We've got a Defenestrated Phantom. Defenestrate, of course, meaning to throw through a window. 4 and 2 white is a little hard to cast in limited. And then a 4/3 body isn't great. And the disguise cost is high. I don't think this gets played. I don't think this gets played. I'm having a hard time imagining a world where this is a card I want to run. Maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. Snarling Gorehound, a 1/1 dog with menace for 1 black. Great. What? I don't even need the rest of the text on this card. What does it say, though? Whenever another creature with power 2 or great or less enters the battlefield under my control, I surveil 1. This is fantastic. Great card. Love this. Love this. This is great. No notes. Sanguine Savior. Would trigger our Snarling Gorehound for sure. It is a 2/1 flying lifelink for 3 for 1, a white and a black. And then it's got a disguise cost of even less. That makes it even easier. I love this. This is a good one. This is a good one. I feel like we've got some fairly strong black cards here. Yeah. So that's that. I think we did pretty well today. That's the whole pack, right? Yeah. That's the last card. That's the whole pack. Let me know what you think. What's the best card in this pack? I think that blue is really shaping up. But we've got some good green cards and we got some good black cards here. I guess it's just going to come down to what we've got the most of that seems to work together. But I mean that's kind of how all these sealed decks seem to turn out for me. But I feel like we've got a couple of through lines here. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time, and we'll open another pack of cards, and we'll see what else we can dig up here. Thanks for watching. Bye.